At 8 p.m., join Dane Murray for a look at the day's top stories at a time that fits your life. Plus, the AccuWeather. Start your night with 69 News at 8 p.m. Join Dane Murray for a look at the day's top stories at a time that fits your life. Plus, the AccuWeather. Start your night with 69 News at 8 p.m. Join Dane Murray for a look at the day's top stories at a time that fits your life. Plus, the AccuWeather forecast from the weather team you trust. Watch 69 News at 8 p.m. weeknights on 69 WFMZ-TV.
Welcome to the Dentist Down the Lane.
Here on Fetters Lane in West Coastville, enjoy relaxing views of nature outside our spacious windows.
Some people think going to the dentist is for the birds, but in our office it can be for the birds, the squirrels, or even the deer. At the Dentist Down the Lane, we'll keep you calm and in top shape, even if we have to go to the heights to do it. For the magic of modern dental care, the Dentist Down the Lane. Welcome to the Dentist Down the Lane.
Here on Fetters Lane in West Coastville, enjoy relaxing views of nature outside our spacious windows.
Some people think going to the dentist is for the birds, but in our office it can be for the birds, the squirrels, or even the deer. At the Dentist Down the Lane, we'll keep you calm and in top shape, even if we have to go to the heights to do it. For the magic of modern dental care, the Dentist Down the Lane.
Sunsets. We'll laugh over 100,000 times, but we'll only get one life. So live it well and hunt so you can become who you want.
1-800-687-0038.
But to achieve them, you'll need a plan, and you'll need to take action. And calling South University is an action that you can do right now. At South University Online, you can earn your degree from anywhere at any time. Where do you want your dreams to take you? Call South University now and let them help you start your journey. Because with any destination, remember, it's not good enough to know where you want to go. You'll need to know how you're going to get there. 11 campus locations and South University Online, where you'll have the convenience and flexibility of taking classes where and when you want, so you can become who you want.
1-800-687-0038.
We've got live team coverage as a messy winter storm zeroes in on our region.
Before the storm hits, lots of our folks from the area headed out to the stores to return unwanted Christmas gifts or to look for deals to spend gift cards on.
And a beloved Christmas critter continues a tradition more than 6 decades old. Thanks for joining us. The News at 5 starts now.
Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Live at 5.
Snow, sleet, and freezing rain is falling all around the region right now. We're looking, or at least trying to look out at the Lehigh Valley from high above the Salisbury Township. The weather is likely going to continue well into your Friday night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Madonna in for Wendy Davis.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rick Holmes in for Jim Vaughn, and hopefully
some of our area will see inches of snow. A lot of our area will see a mixed bag, right? A little snow, some heavy sleet, those ice pellets that ping. They don't really accumulate that readily, though. Some freezing rain and freezing drizzle. That's a problem, too, because only a hint, a glaze of ice can cause some problems. So Easton Peaburg, you can see, if you look really closely, a little bit of some whitening on the rooftops. Yeah, a little snow and sleet starting to stick in spots. It is mostly snow up in ski country. This is Camelback. Skiers are loving this. Temperatures below freezing everywhere. So we're not looking at a rain snow line, all right? This rain's not going to factor in, but we are looking at a variety of precipitation types from snow to sleet to freezing rain. The blue area, the snow will dominate. You can see the northern Poconos, far northeast PA, North Jersey, upstate New York, Connecticut, big snows. Most of us are in the pink, and light accumulations of snow, light accumulations of sleet, and a light accumulation of ice. So it doesn't really amount to much, but it could absolutely create slick travel, and it already is, because, you know, you go back and forth between sleet, freezing rain, and snow, and it absolutely makes surfaces slick, even though there's not a lot of them in terms of accumulation. Most of us are under winter weather advisories in purple for that wintry mix. Steadiest between now and midnight. It tapers off after that, and then we are cloudy, but hopefully drier the rest of your holiday weekend. More on tonight's wintry mix, timing and totals for you, and a look at a very cold new year ahead in your 7-day forecast coming up.
Winter has us, right? Road crews, they're working around the clock as the wintry weather bears down on our region as well.
Let's get a check on the conditions. 69 News reporter Sierra Janelle is live in South Walhalla Township with an update on out there. Hey, Sierra.
Hi, Rick and Sarah. Yeah, well, within the last hour, we've actually had snow, sleet, and rain, and now it's completely turned into ice. It's pretty slippery out here. Even our news car, when you touch the handle, it's full of ice. So if you're walking outside, just be really careful you don't slip. But you know what? This is what these PennDOT crews here, this is what they're trying to avoid. I'm going to take a step out of the way here because I want to show you this salt stockpile here in South Whitehall Township. Crews have been out for hours trying to pre-treat the roads before this wintry mix moves in, and it's here now, and they are still rolling out and about. Now, I caught up with these officials and Allentown Public Works officials. Again, they're stressing the importance of drivers giving these road crews space to salt and brine before these conditions worsen.
Every storm that comes in, we treat it like a major storm.
Will we see a delayed white Christmas?
This is looking like it's probably going to be a statewide event. The storm's going to cross Pennsylvania west to east.
The makings of a wintry mix, creating some not so nice conditions for people traveling for the holiday weekend, whether it's a light coating or streets are covered in ice. Road crews are putting in the extra hours. Miguel Bonilla of the Allentown Public Works Department says the trucks rolled out before a flake was in sight.
There's 36 trucks out. There's going to be all around-the-clock coverage with the help of other departments.
It's all hands on deck and wheels on the road for PennDOT road crews, too.
We'll have the vehicles and the equipment operating 24/7. It looks like the Lehigh Valley is going to get more ice than snow. We do have concerns over that.
Press Officer Ron Young is urging folks to stay home, but if they can't, they need to be alert and have a plan.
If you go out in weather like this, you're not going to be able to drive your normal speeds or make maneuvers as you normally would during dry, ideal conditions.
Drivers should keep their cars free of ice and snow, take it slow, have a full gas tank and emergency kit.
It's going to be a busy storm.
And maintain a distance of at least 6 cars from road crews.
We're right away, we're in action. Trucks are loaded, chains are set, and we're ready to go.
And again, if you do have to go out and drive, you're encouraged to stay alert and drive slow. But if you can, officials say stay home, stay warm, maybe with a hot cup of cocoa. For now, reporting live in South Whitehall Township tonight, Sierra Janelle, 69 News.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, the snow started less than an hour ago, and as you can see behind me, the roads are already pretty covered. We're at a very busy intersection here in Mount Pocono. You can see some cars taking their time, some cars not so much. Right now, it looks like everybody's behaving, but again, these roads are already very slick, and it's just supposed to continue all night long, so we caught up with some people getting ready for the snow, and PennDOT says this will be a plowable event, which is typically easier for crews to maintain. This means you'll see a lot of plow trucks out, followed by salt. Now, we caught up with some people here enjoying the Pocono Mountains on their Christmas vacation, and what a lovely time to be here. Really scenic, really festive, and they say they're actually looking forward to the snow.
It's beautiful. We love it. The scenery is very cute. The kids love it.
We prepared for it, so.
We're from Jersey, so, you know, we're kind of used to snow. So, yeah, we're ready.
And again, if you do need to head out tonight, there's a plow truck there. You are anticipated by PennDOT to slow down, but again, just avoid any unnecessary travel if at all possible. We'll have another check here at 6. In Mount Pocono, Monroe County, Amelia Sack, 69 News.
Amelia, thank you. Now to New Jersey, where the acting governor has declared a state of emergency in all 21 counties in preparation for potential dangerous weather conditions. The New Jersey Department of Transportation imposing travel restrictions on commercial vehicles for multiple interstates, including Route 78. 69 News visited a hardware store in the Hackettstown, Warren County area, where folks were busy buying up what they needed ahead of time, and workers were ready.
Usually this area always seems to get more snow than anybody else. So usually the day after Christmas is a quiet day. We kind of go a little bit easy, but it's definitely been busier than normal. So.
Workers at the shop say they've been working on a lot of last-minute snowblower repairs, but they typically encourage customers to bring those in well ahead of the storm. We're going to have much more on the New Jersey weather preparations coming up in the next hour. So let's take a look at those roads and how this winter weather is impacting the community.
Yeah, Jen Dilliard is in the traffic center. We're already seeing a few fender benders out there, huh?
Yes, Rick and Sarah, we're starting to see some slick roadways in the Lehigh Valley. Let's take a look. There is an accident on the Turnpike that is southbound near the Allentown Service Plaza. The left lane is blocked southbound, so expect some delays if you are headed towards the Turnpike this afternoon. Taking a look at the roadways, this is 22 and Shainersville Road, looking good there. 78 and Cedar Crest, you see some people slowing down. That's wonderful. Those wet roadways just taking their time. 78 at 412, no problems in the Hellertown area. Taking a trip up into the Poconos now. No incidents to report in and out of the Delaware Water Gap. This is a live look at 80 and 33. We do have more cars out and about in the Poconos. We have more volume up there, but they are taking their time. I can tell you, I've been looking at these cameras all day long, and these guys definitely have slowed down in the last hour or so, and that is what we want to see when the roadways are slick like this. Down into Berks County, we do have an accident down there. It is on 222 between 61 and 183. There's a traffic disruption in the area. Expect some delays there. This is 422 at Lancaster Avenue. Traffic in this area is moving smoothly. Those cars stopped there in the middle. They are just there at the light. In the 69 News Traffic Center, I'm Jen Dilliard. Sarah.
All right, Jen, thank you. Allentown City Council is looking to reach a compromise on the city's 2026 budget before an end-of-the-year deadline. They're holding a special meeting Tuesday to vote on whether to override Mayor Matt Turk's veto of their budget proposal. A compromise would cut the city's solid waste fee by $50, but reinstate the nearly 4% tax increase proposed by the mayor. Officials say this solution shifts the burden off of residents on fixed or limited incomes. Mayor Turk vetoed the council's budget last week for not including the proposed tax hike. If this compromise is not approved, the budget Turk proposed in October will be installed.
Well, we hope everybody had a great Christmas out there. And just because Christmas is over doesn't mean that the holiday shopping season is.
Stores were packed today with shoppers and returners alike. We're going to hear from the deal seekers in our area coming up.
Also ahead, someone in Arkansas had quite the Christmas miracle. Have you heard about this? We're going to tell you what's bound to make their 2026 a lot better.
Plus, if you're already thinking ahead to the new year and making a resolution to get fit, growing data shows one supplement can actually help. We're going to tell you what it is coming up in Health Beat.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, proudly part of Jefferson Health. Looking for the perfect gift? Remember, taking care of your health is a gift for you and your loved ones. Have a happy and healthy holiday.
For over 30 years. Let us work with your creditors to reduce your total payments by up to 50%. Lower your high interest rate credit cards and stop juggling multiple payments. We help you pay down your debt faster than you can on your own, all while saving you thousands in interest charges. Consolidate your credit card bills into one affordable payment today. You don't have to be good with money, because we are. Call 800-320-1579 for a free consultation. 800-320-1579. Call Consolidated Credit today. That's 800-320-1579. 800-320-1579.
Waking up in our region just got easier. Watch Karen Millette on 69 News at Sunrise for good news to start your day. Join Karen every Wednesday through Friday as she highlights what makes our community great. It's our way to make your day a little brighter. Only on 69 News at Sunrise.
For 4 decades, Kitchen Magic has been transforming ordinary kitchens into extraordinary spaces.
Our team is the heart of our success, combining expertise and creativity to drive innovation and excellence.
We understand that your kitchen is more than just a space. It's a place where memories are made and cherished for a lifetime.
Let us assist you in creating becomes the heart of your home.
Okay, Lily, it's time for your employee training. Even when I was little like you, I was learning about flooring from my dad and Pop-Up. Now that I'm more mature, I know we have almost everything you need to make your home beautiful. Are you paying attention? And we listen real good to our customers because they really need our help. That's why you should visit us at Filman & Sons and Daughters, Floors and More.
The U.S. military carried out a deadly strike in Nigeria on Christmas Day. The U.S. military carried out a deadly strike in Nigeria on Christmas Day. The U.S. military carried out a deadly strike in Nigeria on Christmas Day. Missiles being fired off what appears to be a Navy destroyer. President Trump said he ordered the strikes, which targeted Islamic State terrorists. The president says the Islamic State has killed innocent Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria's government said they worked with the U.S. to coordinate the strikes. It's not clear how many people were killed.
One lucky person in Arkansas is having a very happy holiday. A ticket sold in the state match every number in the Christmas Eve Powerball drawing, scoring them the $1.8 billion jackpot. This is the second largest jackpot in U.S. lottery history. And because of an Arkansas law, the big winner is allowed to stay anonymous for 3 years.
Despite the threat of messy winter weather, many people around our area headed out to the stores and they were returning gifts or spending gift cards today.
69 News reporter Bo Colt now was at
and earrings.
The National Retail Federation says 17% of all holiday purchases are taken back. An up to 35% jump compared to the beginning of the month.
Do you let the giver know you're returning it?
Yes, he had to know.
Is that awkward?
No, it wasn't this time. Sometimes it could be awkward.
Awesome.
In Bethlehem's Maria Kita, one of millions on the return road, arriving at LL Bean early for her exchange. This, as Mother Nature is set to give the region a return gift of winter weather.
I thought if I got out before 2 o'clock, everything should be fine.
Happy New Year to you. You have a nice day. You too. Thanks so much. Hi, how are you today?
From returns and exchanges
I can take it away.
to the lure of year-end sales
A little rugby style shirt.
And were they on sale?
Yeah.
The post-Christmas spending season is a crucial cog in the business wheel, says LL Bean assistant manager Dan Schweitzer.
When they redeem those gift cards, they're in our tills. Yeah. So it's a big, big, big time.
Marking a nice wrap of the year. Bo Colt now, 69 News.
All right, so that brings us to our question today. We're curious, is something you received this Christmas going to be part of that 17% that is returned?
Well, will you or have you returned any gifts today? That is the question. So take a look. No, 91%.
You know, at 4, it was like 88% no. And Melanie and I thought that was impressive, but it's jumped even more.
Grateful viewers out there.
Yeah, happy with their gifts this year. All right. Well, a survey shows more than half of people who make New Year's resolutions resolve to get fit.
So how do powders and supplements fit in with all this? Melanie Falcon tells us about one study that shows that a big difference in your journey.
Not seeing the results you want in the gym? Cleveland Clinic says this supplement can help.
Creatine is a compound that comes from 3 amino acids, and it gives our muscles strength and energy.
That helps with performance and muscle growth while decreasing muscle fatigue. It's found in supplements, but also naturally.
Creatine is mainly found in animal products, so meat, specifically red meat, fish, specifically fatty fish, and then some dairy.
Cleveland Clinic says that people who take the supplement may gain 2 to 4 more pounds of muscle in 4 to 12 weeks than someone not taking it. And there are also some preliminary studies about non-athletic benefits.
There's some mental and cognitive benefits, some sleep benefits, bone health benefits.
2024 study found that creatine supplements have the potential to help manage depression in women and adolescents. But there was some concern that it increased manic episodes in people with bipolar disorder.
People with active kidney disease or chronic diseases should be very cautious with the use of creatine. Only use if your medical professional is advising towards it.
Oh, talk to your doctor. And if they give the okay, make sure the supplement has been third-party tested. For Healthbeat, I'm Melanie Falcon.
All right, good advice there.
Yes.
New Year's resolutions as we head into a very cold beginning of the year.
I know. I'm a little scared to see what I walk out to once I'm done with the newscast.
Look at the snow globe behind Dan here.
Yeah, this is actually sleet, guys. It looks like snow, but to me, looking at some of the reports, the sleet is winning out, even up a little farther north into ski country. You know, we can still go back and forth between sleet and snow, but sleet, we talked about it, miserable to be out in. The ice pellets that sting doesn't accumulate as readily as snow. It's not as pretty as snow. And that's what we are seeing. And the visibility's confirmed that, because where it's snowing, you know, if it snows hard, you can hardly see, right? That stuff is along and just north of the New York border. And even in Sussex, Mount Pocono, we're not seeing low visibilities, and that's suggesting, you know, sleet's mixing in even into the higher elevations as well. Now, sleet can still absolutely be slippery. We're seeing the slow conditions on the roads Jen's been talking about. We're going to have some slick travel. And the worst case scenario isn't that this goes back to snow and dump snow, because I don't think that's going to happen, is if it lightens up and flips to plain rain. Because you look at these temperatures, the ground is really cold, below freezing. The air is below freezing, so it may rain, but anything that's not treated, that corridor. So this could end up being more sleet than anything else, which is the way we were leaning. The snow, the heaviest snow, probably just to our north in pink here. That's where those winter storm warnings are. We'll have to see what Pike, Monroe, Sussex counties do. That would be the area where we may hold on to the snow. But as the pink takes over, it's sleet, it's a hint of freezing rain. It is steadiest through midnight. It tapers off after that to some freezing drizzle. or some flurries. And you see most of our areas in pink here where sleet and a little freezing rain would be the main concern. So you're not talking big accumulations, but you don't need big accumulations of that stuff. A lot of sleet, a coating to an inch of sleet, maybe a glaze of ice on top of that. We'll have to see if these amounts actually verify if we can keep the sleet out of here, but the best chance of the higher amounts are going to be closer to the New York border where we keep that sleet away. So again, a mix of snow, sleet, freezing rain, an emphasis on sleet. A sleet fest, if you will. 25. It's cold overnight. There will be sleet travel. Tough to shovel sleet, though, right? 33, cloudy and cold. Morning flurries or a hint of freezing drizzle, some slick spots, but most of the day is dry. Sunday and Sunday night, it's some plain rain. Late Sunday, 37. Briefly up to 50 on Monday. And then after that, brief mild spell. It's all about cold, windy, but mainly dry weather with some Arctic air awaiting you in the new year. Guys, back to you.
Dan, thank you. Well, a decades-old Christmas tradition in the Lehigh Valley isn't over just because the holiday is.
We'll tell you about the story of this Christmas mouse when we return.
A little brighter, only on 69 News at Sunrise.
Hey! Who wants wishes?
Okay, let's think about this. I got it.
I wish I had telepathic powers. Is it supposed to hurt?
Who's next?
I wish for a better bank.
Why don't you just join a credit union?
First Commonwealth's the best.
Bingo!
Does this count as one of my wishes?
Yes, it does. And for your next wish?
Well, I've always wanted the last line of a commercial.
Community. It's where we work. It's where we play. It's where you'll find First Northern Bank and Trust, offering community banking services. First Northern Bank and Trust is a family-owned and operated bank. Our local decision makers offer fast approvals and customized financial solutions.
Start your night with 69 News at 8 p.m. Join Dane Murray. Start your night with 69 News at 8 p.m. Join Dane Murray for a look at the day's top stories at a time that fits your life. Plus, the AccuWeather forecast from the weather team you trust. Watch 69 News at 8 p.m. weeknights on 69 WFMZ-TV.
In an increasingly busy world full of distractions, how often do you think about your health? Even if it's not on your mind, it's always on ours. Visit HNL Lab Medicine at one of our 50 convenient locations to get the answers you need. Caring for your health means prioritizing what matters most.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew Final Days. Initiate Final Days protocol.
And just announced Final Days bonus cash. That's 1,000 bonus cash back, and that's on top of other offers.
Hurry! Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone. Built Wild Bronco family adventure is selling quick.
Now get a Bronco Sport with $2,500 bonus cash, or choose a Bronco Sport Big Bend and lease for just $274 a month. Only from your local Ford store.
Welcome back. Well, even though Christmas is over, not everyone is celebrating that. A 63-year-old legend is performing his classic Christmas show.
I'm not over Christmas
Not
yet.
at all.
No. Pip the Mouse's The Mouse Before Christmas puppet show has returned to the Lehigh Valley. 69 News reporter Morgan Supis has the story.
A Lehigh Valley holiday legend is back. Pip the Mouse is The Mouse Before Christmas puppet show. It's not Christmas without Pip.
It is a tradition to always come here every single year.
And you like it?
Yes, it's very fun.
But the museum is far from Pip's first home.
It used to be at the church on Hamilton Street, and then it was up at the P-Panel Center for 1 year, I think.
Yeah, COVID year.
And the COVID was, you couldn't go in at all. It was just through the windows. And now it's here.
The show started out in a window of Hess Brothers department store in Allentown, all the way back in 1962. Eventually, he was moved into the store's toy department.
And I used to bring my grandson every year to see it.
He was brought to life by Dr. George Cregan, an Ohio puppeteer. His wife put together the script that was recorded and is still used as the voice of Pip to this day.
Oh, goodness, excuse me!
It's softly drafty up here.
It's nice that they could save it.
Yes.
You know, that's
his history.
It's Pip's 63rd year performing his Christmas show. And even after all these years, he still helps his loyal fans get into the Christmas spirit.
I used to see it when I was a kid, when it was Hess Brothers. It's kind of maybe even better than it used to be.
If you want to experience the magic yourself, make sure to head over to see his last shows of the season tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. or 1:30 p.m. In Allentown, Morgan Supis, 69 News.
That is so
It looks so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, there is still more to come in the Berks edition at 5:30.
A person is found dead inside a burning home in Marion Township. We're going to have the latest on the investigation there.
A wintry mix is all we're talking about, causing traffic headaches already in parts of Berks County. Details on which roads are seeing the most trouble.
Friday, she highlights what makes our community great. It's our way to make your day a little brighter. Only on 69 News at Sunrise.
One thing that sets the Stitzel Family Funeral Home apart is perspective. Perspective that it's not just a business. Having suffered intimate losses ourselves helps solidify the work our family does in the community.
I find it very rewarding to be part of an organization that works cohesively in fulfilling the needs of your family. And at the end of the day, if we've exceeded those needs, we have done a job we can be proud of.
Welcome to the Dentist Down the Lane.
Here on Fetters Lane in West Coastville, enjoy relaxing views of nature outside our spacious windows.
Some people think going to the dentist is for the birds, but in our office it can be for the birds, the squirrels, or even the deer. At the Dentist Down the Lane, we'll keep you calm and in top shape, even if we have to go to the heights to do it. For the magic of modern dental care, the Dentist Down the Lane.
First Northern Bank & Trust is your local loan specialist for both personal and business needs. Our local decision makers offer fast approvals and customized financial solutions, helping you reach your goals. First Northern Bank & Trust combines friendly service with the latest technologies to make banking quick, easy, and convenient. We continue to grow in Carbon, Lehigh, Monroe, and Northampton counties. Serving you with 11 local branches, First Northern Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In an increasingly busy world full of distractions, how often do you think about your health? Even if it's not on your mind, it's always on ours. Visit HNL Lab Medicine at one of our 50 convenient locations to get the answers you need. Caring for your health means prioritizing what matters most.
Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Berks Edition, live at 5:30.
A blast of wintry weather is setting in, and on this day after Christmas, already making travel treacherous in parts of Berks County.
You're taking a live look through our 69 News Sky Cam overlooking the West Shore bypass in downtown Reading.
We'll get to our team coverage of the wintry weather in just a moment.
But first, we want to get you some breaking news in Berks County. Investigators are on the scene of a 2-alarm fire, which a person was found dead inside a burning home. This is in the 100 block of Main Street of Marion Township. Firefighters got the call at around 2 this afternoon for the report of a house on fire with a person possibly trapped inside. Crews from Berks and Lebanon counties responded again. They found that person dead inside the home. A state police fire marshal is now working to find the cause of the fire. And let's go back to our coverage now of the wintry 22 near the Lancaster County line. The storm is wreaking havoc on the roads all over Berks County.
Yeah, right now, dispatchers are reporting crashes in all corners of Berks County right now, everywhere in between. Thankfully, we've had no reports of any serious injuries at this time.
But it does look like things won't be quieting down anytime soon. We're going to head to our reporters in just a moment. But first, let's get you to the 69 News Storm Center.
Yeah, meteorologist Dan Skelton keeping an eye on the weather out there. Dan, you've been tracking this storm. How long can we accept these nasty conditions to be with us tonight?
Especially between now and midnight, guys. You know, winter storms come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are snowstorms, right? This was supposed to be a mixed bag. Now, a little bit of snow, but a lot of sleet, and roads look wet, and treated surfaces hopefully are wet. PennDOT was out there pre-treating, treating now. So treated surfaces are going to be okay, but you look at the temperatures right now across Berks County, you can see we're below freezing. 27 right now in Reading, even colder as you go elsewhere with temperatures locked in the mid-20s, and they're not going to go up that much. So whatever falls tonight is falling into air that is below freezing and a ground temperature which is below freezing. So even with the lack of snow, you get sleet, those ice pellets that sting and ping, or even worse, you get a little rain. It freezes on contact. We call it freezing rain. Absolutely, you're going to get slick surfaces. Anything untreated can ice up, and that's the problem in pink, and that's all of Berks County. It's not a whole lot of snow. It's really sleet and freezing rain that is the main concern. So you get maybe a ½ inch to an inch of sleet. You get a little glaze of ice on top of that. Winter weather advisories for Berks County, again, not for snowfall amounts, but for that wintry mix and those sleet and freezing rain accumulations. While minor, they can absolutely create slick travel, and I think we'll be in and out of this wintry mix between now and midnight before it tapers off to flurries and freezing drizzle after that. Long and short of it is slick travel throughout the evening into overnight hours, even as the steadier snow is about 50 to 100 miles to our north and east. What about the rest of your holiday weekend? And a look ahead to the new year, which is looking mighty cold, but probably drier. Berks County 7-day forecast coming up.
Dan, and for the latest forecast information on the go, download the free 69 News Storm Center app. It has interactive radar, an hourly breakdown of the conditions, and much more.
Well, with this post-Christmas blast of wintry weather, folks are stocking up on what they need to get through it.
And 69 News reporter Caitlin Reardon continues our team coverage. She is joining us live tonight from Route 61 near Shoemakersville. Caitlin.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I'm listening to Dan talk, and that ice was the big concern for a lot of people today, made very evident by what people were buying at the hardware store we spoke to. The clerks there say that people weren't taking any chances.
Most everybody's coming for rock salt because we have plenty of it this year as opposed to last year, and ice melt.
Jason Flowers at Kuzan's Hardware in Perry Township says last year the salt supply was a concern here and a lot of other places that ran out before winter was over. He says this year the store ordered heavier than normal.
We sell mostly by the bag, but yet we do also offer pallet pricing for quantity of rock salt. And we've already gone through, I think, 4 pallets sold individually by the bag, which there's 49 on each bag. So we've sold quite a few already today.
Roberto Naranjo has a small restaurant on 183. He's not sure if he'll even be able to open Saturday morning, but he's buying supplies nonetheless.
Well, I'll take all the stuff that's used in case I open.
He says making it safe for customers will be a priority.
And I put salt in all the people walking, you know.
PennDOT crews spent the early part of Friday before the storm pre-treating roads, focusing on interstates and major roads for travelers. It says its crews and contractors will be out overnight clearing and treating roads. And, you know, interestingly, you can very obviously see the difference of those treated roads, which right next to us, a safe distance away, of course, is the highway. And that really looks like a slush. And the parking lot where I'm standing is very much a sheet of ice. So just a difference in these two spaces, one that was pre-treated, one that was not. And, of course, the store that we talked to, Kuzan's here, is open until 7 o'clock tonight for any last-minute needs if you should have them. But be careful driving. Reporting live in Perry Township tonight, I'm Caitlin Reardon, 69 News.
Caitlin, thank you. And as we mentioned, we're hearing problems on the roads already all throughout Berks County. Looks nasty out there.
That's right. Let's get the latest from Jen Dilliard. She is in the 69 News Traffic Center, taking watch of all of it tonight. Jen.
Thank you, Rick and Sarah. Yes, we are seeing slick roadways all across Berks County, so if you don't have to go out tonight, just stay home. Let's take a look right now. There are some fender benders happening out there. The accident I reported on earlier, the one that was on 222, has been cleared, so that's exciting. We're clearing out 222. Just minor delays in and out of the city of Reading this evening. People taking their time on the slick roadways. Let's take a look at 422 at Penn Avenue. Again, slick roadways, people taking their time, no problems in this area. Up on 78, this is at Route 61, the Hamburg exit. Traffic is light up here. Headed east into Lehigh County now. This is the 78 at 22 interchange. You see people slowing down there a little bit. You see the wet roadways, people taking their time, doing what they should be doing. In the Lehigh Valley, you do see a lot of red on that map. People are taking their time. The only incident I have to report is on the turnpike, southbound near the Allentown Service Plaza. The left lane is blocked, so expect delays on the turnpike. And remember, you can watch us anytime on your mobile device or stream to your smart TV. Just go to your app or Play Store and download the WFMZ Plus app. Wishing you safe travels from the 69 News Traffic Center. I'm Jen Dilliard. Sarah and Rick, back to you.
Thank you, Jen. With the wintry weather now upon us, some holiday travelers left early in the hopes of getting ahead of the storm.
69 News reporter Tom Rader is live just off of the West Shore Bypass in West Reading. Tom, how's it looking out there?
Yes, just to reiterate what Jen was saying there in the traffic center, people that have to be out tonight driving at or below the speed limit. You take a look behind me, not a lot of traffic as you would normally get during this time of our rush hour. Obviously, you'd surmise the day after Christmas, no school, most people probably off from work. But as Dan and Caitlin were mentioning, I definitely, when it first started, I was thinking, oh, it feels as though it's just rain. But with the freezing ground and the freezing air, just coating the roadways, coating the cars. So again, if you don't have to be out, just stay home and ride this storm out. As you mentioned, we had the opportunity to speak with some folks that wanted to get out before this storm hit.
We're going back to our lake house in the Poconos, and we're trying to beat the snow.
Going back before it gets bad.
Just got to make sure, you're stocked up on your groceries and tune into your local weather apps to know, what to expect during this storm.
Just cold. Not much snow, just cold.
Before the ice, snow, and sleet set in, drivers in Berks County fueled up at this Wawa in Spring Township.
We're supposed to get a foot. I get anxious. I get a little anxiety because I know it's going to snow on the way up, and but it's going to be good too. We're excited to get back and play in the snow.
Before the play, the snowstorm preparation.
Filling up the gas, you got to make sure you're better prepared. You got to make sure you have good tread on your tires just in case you need to bounce out of the house.
A big truck helps too when it comes to driving in this bad winter weather.
It's easy. Makes life easier, a lot easier. Not too worried about it. Pennsylvania puts a lot of salt in the road, so I'm not too worried about it. I think that it's going to be fine. And I know a lot of people that plow, so I think we should be fine.
So again, these treacherous conditions continuing tonight. We're here on a sort of a grassy patch here, but you can feel that crunching beneath your feet, the layers of ice piling on top of the grass. You can only imagine what it's doing to the roadways, and we certainly hope everyone we spoke to today and everyone out there tonight gets home safely. Live in West Reading, Tom Rader, 69 News.
And we're going to continue our coverage of the storm both on the air and online. You can head to WFMZ.com for the latest on the road conditions and the closures, the updated forecast, and the growing list of closings and cancellations.
Another big story we're following for you tonight has to do with the Reading Royals and the 29 other hockey teams in its league.
ECHL players are now on strike, and if that drags on, it could mean postponed or canceled games in downtown Reading.
And for more on where things stand right now, we turn to Destiny Sanchez, who has an update. Destiny, this is big news.
Yeah, guys, thank you. The ECHL is the league that hosts the Reading Royals, and they said today that the Professional Hockey Players Association did not respond to what the ECHL calls its last and best and final offer for a new collective bargaining agreement. The PHPA announced Monday that its ECHL membership had served a strike notice that would be effective today. The ECHL says that the latest offer includes a 19.8% increase to the salary cap this season and more increases in future years, resulting in a total boost of 27%. The offer also includes mandatory days off, custom sticks, and 5-star helmets, and an increase in per diem. The ECHL said that it had heard from certain players that they would not be reporting to their scheduled games. Now, the Reading Royals don't have a game today. They're supposed to be in Florida tomorrow to face the Florida Everblades, but that game is now officially postponed. The Everblades confirmed the postponement just about an hour ago, and I will have the full statement from the ECHL coming up in sports. But for now, in the Berks studio, Destiny Sanchez, 69 Sports. Back to you guys.
All right, Destiny, thank you. And there's more to come here on 69 News at 5:30. Dan Skeldon will be back with our update on our wintry weather and the rest of the AccuWeather forecast for Berks County.
We love waking up.
Okay, Lily, it's time for your employee training. Even when I was little like you, I was learning about flooring from my dad and Pop-Pop. Now that I'm more mature, I know we have almost everything you need to make your home beautiful. Are you paying attention? And we listen real good to our customers because they really need our help. That's why you should visit us at Filman & Sons and Daughters, Floors and More.
Welcome to the Dentist Down the Lane.
Here on Fetters Lane in West Coastville, enjoy relaxing views of nature outside our spacious windows.
Some people think going to the dentist is for the birds, but in our office it can be for the birds, the squirrels, or even the deer. At the Dentist Down the Lane, we'll keep you calm and in top shape, even if we have to go to the heights to do it.
For the magic of modern dental care, the Dentist Down the Lane.
A lot has changed since 1964, but Joe's Battery and Tire is still your neighborhood battery and tire shop. We have tires for just about anything with wheels: cars, trucks, farm equipment, lawn tractors, and more. If you need a new battery, Joe's can install it same day and get you back on the road fast. Can't make it to us? One of our service trucks will come to you. Thank you, Lehigh Valley, for trusting us with your vehicles for over 60 years.
Wawa has your favorite go-tos, so why not give our clubs and paninis a go? Customizable, craveable ingredients, layered on a perfectly melty panini, or stacked in a toasty, satisfying club. Gotta have a Wawa.
Well, let's get an update on our wintry weather in Berks County.
Yeah, let's go back to 69 News meteorologist Dan Skelton.
Hey guys, and yeah, we're watching the winter weather. It's really more sleet and freezing rain rather than snow, especially in Berks County where, yeah, snow wasn't the expectation. Thought maybe we could get a coating to an inch before a changeover, but went kind of right to sleet and now freezing rain, 27. The freezing mark is 32. We have been below freezing since last night. The ground is cold. Now, as you saw earlier, treated surfaces will be okay. That's what pre-treatment is for, and the salt that's continued to be applied to roadways and surfaces now, it will melt the ice and counteract it. But anything that's not treated, you know, your car windshield and car door handles, sidewalks and walkways, and this cold is going to lock in. It's not like we're going to change over to plain rain. It's either sleet, the ice pellets that ping, which is actually less problematic. You know, sleet doesn't accumulate as readily as snow and is not as slippery as freezing rain. So if you're going to have anything, while it's nasty to be out in, sleet's probably the preferred choice, although a lot of stations now reporting a little bit of freezing rain. Doesn't mean that we can't kind of ping pong back and forth between the two. Most of the snow is up closer to the New York border. You see that pink color taking over on radar. And again, that can be sleet. It can be freezing rain and maybe a couple snowflakes thrown in. So you're really not going to get a lot of accumulation. Absolutely not snow. I think maybe an inch or less of sleet, but the freezing rain accumulation, that glaze of ice, is the main concern. Where you're going to get 6 to 8 to 10 inches of snow is up here in this stripe of pink. These are winter storm warnings. Upstate New York and the southwestern New England, parts of far northeast PA and North Jersey included in that as well. But for Berks County, it's a winter weather advisory where it is the sleet and freezing rain that's the main concern. And roads can look wet, okay, but they can be icy. Sometimes that pre-treatment can be washed away by the rain, especially if it's precipitating hard. So road surfaces just look shiny and wet. Be careful, because they can ice up as well. All right, I think the steadiest freezing rain and sleet is between now and before midnight. It will taper off, but it will still possibly be some freezing drizzle or flurries the rest of the night and even into very early Saturday morning. You might get a 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation on all surfaces that aren't treated. So mostly sleet and freezing rain, the main concern for most of our area. I mean, you have to travel up closer to the New York border to get any appreciable snow. By tomorrow, it's just cloudy. It's cold. We hover around freezing. So since we're still below freezing when you wake up, there still can be that icing on any surfaces where it accumulates this evening. Sunday, it's cloudy. We get wet weather. This will be plain rain very late Sunday and into Monday. It's not a soaking rain, but there'll be a few rounds of showers. Briefly mild on Monday with a high of 50, but don't get too used to that. There's a lot of cold that follows into the new year. So that wintry mix tonight with the emphasis on the last two here, the sleet and the freezing rain for Berks County through midnight especially. Morning flurries or a hint of freezing drizzle. Watch for some slick spots early, 34. All right, the weekend is cloudy, mostly dry during the day. That wet weather is Sunday night into Monday, briefly up near 50. And then it's cold, it's windy, but it is mostly dry as 2025 ends and the new year begins later next week, guys.
Thank you, Dan. Well, Christmas may be over, but the holiday shopping continues.
We'll find out why Boscov's is filled with shoppers on this day after Christmas.
The AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by your Berks County Toyota dealers. Find great deals today at buyatoyota.com.
Bring on the morning air, 'cause we love waking up.
Hey! Who wants wishes?
Okay, let's think about this. I got it.
I wish I had telepathic powers.
Is it supposed to hurt? Who's next?
I wish for a better bank.
Why don't you just join a credit union?
First Commonwealth's the best.
Bingo!
Does this count as one of my wishes?
Yes, it does. And for your next wish?
Well, I've always wanted the last line of a commercial.
Welcome to the dentist down the lane.
Here on Fetters Lane in West Coastville, enjoy relaxing views of nature outside our spacious windows.
Some people think going to the dentist is for the birds, but in our office it can be for the birds, the squirrels, or even the deer. At the dentist down the lane, we'll keep you calm and in top shape, even if we have to go to the heights to do it.
For the magic of modern dental care, the dentist down the lane.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, teamwork. These are the reasons the Schuler name has been trusted for over a century. A small shop with a pushcart has transformed into a thriving business and community resource, providing reliable, honest, and quality services by experts you can trust. Schuler Service has proven its value to customers with over 250,000 service calls and home visits. For plumbing and remodeling, choose Schuler. Visit ChooseSchuler.com today.
This portion of 69 News is brought to you by Essig Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Keeping homes comfortable in Berks County since 1938. Make it easy. Make it Essig.
Well, the day after Christmas brought shoppers out in full force looking for those deals. At Boscov's flagship store in Exeter Township, many arrived with gift cards they just got for presents, while they're looking for bargains on everything from clothes to small appliances. Others were there to get a head start on next Christmas.
A lot of customers come in for wrap or Christmas trees, getting next year's Christmas tree a little bit early. There's obviously some returns this time of year, but most customers end up buying more stuff than they return.
I wanted to get the bargains of the wrapping paper and the Christmas cards for next year. I do that. I have that.
Yeah, it's smart. Absolutely. Boscov says gift cards continue to grow in popularity each year.
Yep, that is really smart to do that.
Up next in Berks Sports, Penn State is preparing for the Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah, that should be good. And Destiny's going to be back. She's going to have an update on the East Coast Hockey League players' strike. New information on that. Stay with us.
For a look at the day's top stories at a time that fits your life. Plus the AccuWeather forecast from the weather team you trust. Watch 69 News at 8 p.m. weeknights on 69 WFMZ-TV.
In an increasingly busy world full of distractions, how often do you think about your health? Even if it's not on your mind, it's always on ours. Visit HNL Lab Medicine at one of our 50 convenient locations to get the answers you need. Caring for your health means prioritizing what matters most.
Where does confidence come from? It's not from within. It must be pursued. Confidence is not a mindset. It's an achievement. In the GMC Sierra HD AT4X. Get 3.9% APR on 2025 Sierra heavy-duty models. And put your federal tax deductions to work for you. Qualifying businesses deduct up to 100% of the purchase price on select vehicles.
It is time now for sports.
Here's Destiny Sanchez.
Thank you, Sarah and Rick. The ECHL, the league that hosts the Reading Royals, said today that the Professional Hockey Players Association did not respond to what the ECHL calls its last, best, and final offer for a new collective bargaining agreement. The PHPA announced Monday that its ECHL membership had served a strike notice that would be effective today. The ECHL said that it had heard from certain players that they would not. They're supposed to be in Florida tomorrow to face the Florida Everblades, which actually is head coach and GM's Anthony Peters' former team. That game is now postponed. The Everblades confirmed the postponement about an hour ago. And the ECHL issued a statement today saying, unfortunately, union leaders deprived players of the opportunity to vote on our last, best, and final offer. An offer that would dramatically raise player salaries by 20% in the first year, boost the per diem rate, guarantee more off days, and expand the top of the line equipment available to players. We did everything possible to avoid this outcome and hope that the union leadership will drop its unworkable scheduling demands, let the players vote on our offer, and make it possible for players to return to work. And we will be following this closely as negotiations continue. In college sports, Penn State and Clemson clash at the Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium tomorrow. Penn State interim head coach Terry Smith will coach the Nittany Lions as new head coach Matt Campbell continues to get his arms around the program. Coach Smith will be retained on the new staff, and he has shared what it's been like to prepare for the bowl game while Campbell's new staff is working to prepare the new season.
Made himself really accessible to the staff. The communication has been terrific. We're just trying to piece together and retain roster and bring in new roster players. But he's been very, very good. The guys that have come with him so far, they've been awesome as well. And we're just learning each other. And so, right now the building has been kind of split because they're trying to build a roster while we're still preparing for this game, but they've been awesome and amazing.
In the NFL, a great matchup ahead this Sunday with the Eagles facing the Bills. Defensive tackle Jalen Carter has been a full participant in a few practices this week. He's on track to return Sunday, but there has not been clear game status designation yet. Carter missed the past 3 games with injuries on both shoulders. Nick Sirianni was asked today what he's looking for with Carter when returning to playing.
You don't just get evaluations and where guys are from games. Obviously, he's had a good week of practice, and excited to be able to get him back out there if that's the route we go this week. But you know, and if we're ready this week, but yeah, just excited to get him back out there, and you know, he's a phenomenal football player, and so it's always good when Jalen Carter's on the field.
And that's all for Berks Sports. And Destiny Sanchez, Rick and Sarah, back to you.
All right, Destiny, thank you. Finally, at 5:30, let's meet this Friday's furry friends.
This week, they come to us from the Animal Rescue League of Berks County. So let's start with Arby's. She's an 8-year-old domestic short-haired cat. The shelter says she's cautious around new people, but once settled in, she's a delightful combo, their words, of sweetness and chilly charm.
Our other furry friend is Chase. The 5-year-old mixed breed dog likes to play and snuggle. The shelter says Chase has become a staff and volunteer favorite. Aww. To learn more about the adopting a pet at WFMZ.com, just click on the Furry Friends link under the Community tab.
Tonight's Furry Friends segment is brought to you by Freshpet, America's favorite fresh food for pets. Freshpet is